So who do you think's going to win this match, JR?
I'm not even going to hazard a guess, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that that would be just about the most foolish thing I could possibly do.
That went nowhere.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it.
3, 4.
What a reversal.
1, 2.
See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
4.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
and the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number.
No matter who wins this one, everyone's going to feel the effects of this match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, King. But if you win, you don't have to deal with hurt pride on top of it.
There's the reversal. What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
3.
You're just going to throw out your back if you keep at it.
Don't quit on my account. I love watching this. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game. Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last long, King.
That's for sure. I haven't seen the superstar yet who goes down without a fight.
1.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King.
2.
I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
4. 5.
Now remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. Even these trained professionals wind up pretty badly banged up after a match.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I'd bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it?
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers. This could finish the match right here.
What a submission!
I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it.
These superstars beat the hell out of each other until one of them was no longer able to stand.
There's no better way to prove who's the better superstar, JR.
I have to agree, King. If your opponent's unable to continue the match, it's pretty clear who won.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from England, Emily. And from Los Angeles, California, Hot Stuff. And the opponent, from France, Hot Stuff. And from Boise, Idaho, Torrie Wilson.
Welcome to Raw, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you live tonight from Torrie, from Raleigh, North Carolina.
We should have booked this show for an outdoor arena, JR, because Raw's going to blow the roof off this place tonight.
You're not kidding, King. Raleigh is Raw country for sure, and these fans are in for the night of their lives. And it's been reversed.
Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one. Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up. I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, kid.
Looks like someone's heading for the high-rent district. What a counter!
superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King.
Break.
I don't think there's a textbook reversal there.
I've been looking forward to this match all...
What a reversal.
Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy!
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it! This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it.
These superstars are putting on a great match.
That went nowhere.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about so long, ref? Sweet dreams.
It's going to be a while before the referee gets up from that.
There's the reversal. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on that.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I would say.
You think this is going to be a back-and-forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple, I don't know, JR.
I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2, 3.
I think this crowd has... And there it is! That's the match! There's no question that was a hard-fought pin, King.
I'm actually
Hot
surprised
stuff.
at the outcome, JR.
And
that match went a lot differently than I
Emily.
thought it would.
Well, that just goes to show you, anything can happen in WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, a big Raw welcome from Cheese Country, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
These Milwaukee fans are incredible, JR. I've never seen a crowd as fired up as this one is here tonight.
That's because they know they're about to see the greatest superstars in sports entertainment, King, the superstars of Raw. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff's so cheap, he won't even tip a canoe. Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last long, King.
That's for sure. I haven't seen the superstar yet who goes down without a fight.
What a reversal.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week. And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here. I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
1, 2.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR.
3.
But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it? That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
That went nowhere.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that one. What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
1.
And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple.
Uh-oh. Here's the pin. Could this be
1, 2.
it? Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR.
I'll be honest with you, King. This is not the way I thought this match would go at all.
Me neither, JR. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
One.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly...
This could finish the match right here.
Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frank, and it's been reversed.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, and I'm glad to see that it's not a disappointment.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick.
What a finishing...
I don't know how much more punishment a human body can withstand.
Or that part of it, anyway.
1, 2.
Was that 3? No? Come on! These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes.
Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a super...
I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's the match. Getting your opponent to tap out is an impressive
Here's
feat,
your winner.
JR.
It sure is. There's not a superstar on the
Torrie,
roster with an ounce of quit.
Well, after tonight, I'd have to say that maybe there's one superstar who does.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from New York, New York, Jennifer. And the opponent, from New York, New York,
Welcome to Raw, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you live tonight from Torrie, from Raleigh, North Carolina.
We should have booked this show for an outdoor arena, JR, because Raw's gonna blow the roof off this place tonight.
You're not kidding, King. Raleigh is Raw country for sure, and these fans are in for the night of their lives.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning. And it's been reversed. look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up. There's the reversal. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
What a reversal.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight?
A textbook reversal there.
Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That would be hazardous to your health for sure, King.
That went nowhere.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no...
What a counter!
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about?
Excellent counter. What ring presence. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all.
They're taking it down a notch, JR. This could get interesting.
They're picking their spots, King. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up.
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring.
One.
You can count on that. You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on.